Alright, gamers, welcome back to some Hardened Scales. The Scales player is doing the Scales thing, let's go. We're playing the same list as the last two times, I'm really happy with it. I might wanna do some meta-based changes sometime, but for now, I think it's working pretty well. And we have our first match, here we go. One the die roll against Masaki Taro. I swear I've seen this name before. Okay, it's a pretty good draw. Got a little bit of everything. Got coffee too. Any coffee fans? Couldn't live without it. Also, I was sick, like the last 2 days or something. Yesterday I woke up and my eyes were just completely red. That was crazy. I don't know if you can still see it, if they're still pink a little bit. Yo, I got dismembered with Urz's power plant. That's actually okay. I mean, it's not okay if they have natural Tron, but otherwise... I think we play the Shattered Spire anyway to... I don't think we can turn 3 anymore. I think with Sabaz it might have been possible if we play Ballista here and then Hardened Scales Ravager next turn. It might be enough. Because obviously turn 3 is the scary turn for this deck. But let's just get our thing out and hope they don't just slam every Tron piece. They can't do map shenanigans or Sylvan's Crying shenanigans if they don't do it turn 1. Well, map or egg. That is a tower though. Okay. This is quite annoying because if they just play the... if they just play... Khan Liberated and exile my only creature, it's pretty annoying, but then I at least get to play... Actually, I just play the Ballista here, because then it can in response ping 3. This comes in with 3 counters. So it would be just a trade against Current Liberated. The Great Creator would be more annoying, but we could, like, Great Creator into Bridge or something. We can still attack though. It's just the Blast Zone. Okay, so it's that Eldrazi deck. I think we just crushed them with Inkmoth Nexus. Well, if we draw a land, I guess. Otherwise it's not really possible. Walker. I mean, we can threaten lethal with play Ravager, sack Nexus, sack Ravager. That is 6 counters. We could even sacrifice the Shattered Spires, that's 8. Becomes 9. We have a 12-12. We kill the thing and hopefully they don't flip a creature. I think we go for it. We don't want to give this deck a turn to slam Karn, the Great Creator, and sort of ruin our day. Is it more counters if we sack the Shattered Spire? Does it not matter? This way we get 8, so Ballista has 11. -2 to kill that. If they flip another Reshaper, that's not enough, but if we sacrifice that, it's 9 counters. So I guess we go for that too. Need to get 8 damage through with Ballista after killing the blockers. Trigger fizzles, we ping that. Actually, it wasn't the trigger that fizzled, it was the activated ability. What's this mine? Nice. So, okay, they could, I don't know, probably not much, but they do have Tron now. Maybe a Dismember saves them? Probably not, that costs 4 life. Okay, nice. That was a quick and easy turn 4. Against the matchup that I always lose. We have Force of Vigor now, which can be good against, like, the Karl Ensnaring Bridge crap. I think that's all we want to board. Maybe the Might too. On the draw, it's not that good. If we are on the play, we could play Might, or we could turn 2 Might a map or something. Like, this deck probably doesn't run that many non-creature artifacts or enchantments. It does kill Urza's Saga, but let's see. I think the Welding Jars might be bad anyway. You can board out either a land or a Stirrings for the Gemstone. Phyrexia's Core is specifically for this matchup. You can still do stuff through a Karn. So we might take out a mana-producing land, forest maybe. So do I want to bring in the Might or anything? We do want to be fast, so Stirrings or Shattered Spire might be a bit slow. I don't know how good Haywire Might would be in the matchup, I'll leave it out. Maybe I should play Dismember. Kills like Thought-Knots here. Could kill him in response when he comes down if we have a mana up. Not a pretty good draw. Let's see what's the worst they can do to us. Power Plant map, yeah. If you're on the play, you can kill that with Haywire Might, but not if you're on the draw. Or even with Boseiju. Yeah, let's try again to be as fast as possible. Two power plants, you say? Okay. So that's only 3 mana on turn 3. Okay. Don't really have a turn 3 kill with this draw. That it usually needs an Urza's Saga, or at least another 1-drop to kill on turn 3. Might just play the Walker. That's the best against Dismember. Or any other removal spell. It's so cool that Hardened Scales now gets basically to play with an engine card every game. I played this deck back in 2016 where you had only Hardened Scales and just had to play non-scales draws too. Alright, so they have a Tron on turn 4, which is scary. Can we find land, so we might keep this Boseiju for killing stuff, which is pretty neat. So we can play a thing and uptick Walker. I'm gonna go with the Ravager. Maybe Ballista's better, I'm not quite sure. At least Ravager lets me sacrifice things when they go to like exile. Something with Karn. I don't know if they even play Karn, they usually play, well, Eldrazi's and small Karn. Ballista of their own. Okay, that's 9 mana. Quite a lot. Chalice on 1, sure. Don't particularly care about that, honestly. And that's 4 mana. Great Creator. Chalice on 2, okay. Glad I have the Ravager out already. And nothing. We could kill them here, but we don't really win against a removal spell. Maybe they play something now. Okay, no. Okay, so the good thing is I can still Boseiju the Chalices. So I might honestly just... one of the Chalices, like the 1 and 2, the one I actually care about. So I can definitely go for a kill. Question is, do we play around any removal spells? This is always the hard part. Like, they can slam more scary stuff. I think I just go Boseiju, the Chalice on 2 and play a Ballista. And attack. Or attack first, I guess. And see if they do anything. If they do anything, I might go for switching into killing them mode. Can we get to 20? Maybe not quite. But having a Ballista out on this board means they can... we can kill them in response to something when we think either we lose or they're tapped out. They have a swamp, that's interesting. Okay, Reality Smash, I do not care about that. That's a Saga, not really about that either. They concede the match. Nice. Yeah, it's a hard matchup, but only if they go Karn the Great Creator, Ensnaring Bridge and totally shut you down. And we can still beat that with Boseiju and Force of Vigor. That's pretty great. I've been losing that matchup a lot, and well, that feels amazing. See you round 2. We are back. Won the die roll again, nice, against JMac 2000. That's a keep. 2-lander is... With my build I have to keep the 2-lander because I only play 22 lands, so you kind of sign up for that. There's definitely an argument to playing 1 or 2 more lands. I've even seen a list playing 3 Springleaf Drums. That is quite interesting. I do love Drum. It's not as good as in decks with lots of 1-drop creatures, of course, but it can still accelerate you to having 4 mana on turn 3, which enables lots of faster kills. Could try that. Okay, my opponent is on the mulligan to 2 plan. Okay, that kinda sucks. Maybe we play against Tron again. Like, Tron is notorious for mulliganing a lot. Okay, opponent's on 2 cards. Plus an. Yep, it's Tron. Haywire Might. I am going to Ballista that. Feels fucking good. If they have Forest too, they shouldn't have played it out, I guess. What's this main Haywire Might? Is that just a mainstay card in Green Tron now? Or is it something else? Watch them just go Tower Karn next turn. Still not amazing, but... Well, it's good, but it doesn't win them the game. Because we can kill the Karn. JMac 2000 is declaring blockers. They wouldn't even have been able to activate this, would they? Like another power plant. Okay then. There's my core. Do I go for a win? I mean, I don't want to lose to a dismember. I'll just play my stuff and attack them for a bunch. I mean, I could dump a lot of counters on the Patchwork, but 21 is a lot. We could do it with Ballista, but that loses to Dismember. But now they go to 13, and I could do a thing in response to another thing, if you'd catch my drift. They have 2 cards there, so yeah. Wow. Against probably Green Tron, same sideboard plan, I think. Welding Char can do some stuff against Oblivion Stone. I'm actually not sure what kind of Tron it is. I'll keep the core in. I could leave one Char in, fetch with Saga. I did that play once when they didn't crack their O-Stone and they lost to that. So you kinda wanna have that option. You lost the die roll? No, I didn't. Magic Online is so silly, it doesn't even have a different text for when it's game 2 and you're not going first. Okay, here's my drum, with a 1-drop. That's quite sick, actually. Okay, opponent's on 7 this time, that's a bit more cards than 2. Okay, so that is traditional green Tron. Makes sense with the Haywire Might. Another Saga drawn, definitely slamming one. I think I'll play the drum out, because that doesn't lose, or doesn't get killed by this member. And I can go Sabaz Ozolith next turn. Sadly not the other way around, but... Do we have Sylvan's crying? Looks like yes. Alright, this time, first time in 4 games where we actually have to battle the Tron mana on turn 3. Opponent has style with the old Urza lands, love it. Oh, there goes second Urza Saga or... Grove. I feel like these games don't tend to go very long, so I'll just play the second Saga out. And it actually might be Ravager, because then when they go like Karen exile something, I get to keep some stuff. Even though I'm losing counters by not playing this early. But I can go Ozolith Walker next turn. Also grab something with this Saga. Okay, we are just ramping. Maybe they get a Blast Zone or something. Bozaiju, sure. So you're gonna Bozaiju me? That's fine. Wow. That's a lot of dawdling. Now I'm also glad I didn't go Ozolith, because they could kill my creature or my Ozolith. Could fetch a Welding Char now, because they wanna Bozaiju me. Maybe actually do the thing that I mentioned. It looks like they're going for it. Do we have a kill next turn through them killing one of my cards? Kill my drum, please. Okay, Ravager gets Boseiju. Do I want the land or do I want... Yeah, I get both, right? This is destroy. I don't have really a win condition out, so we can't kill them here. That usually needs an Inkmoth or a Ballista. Could draw one though. Opponent, you have to pass priority. Where are you? Those MTGO interactions are so funny. I mean, could always be that they're like doing something in real IRL, but you just don't see it, and you're like, I'm like, why are you pausing in this particular situation? Another Urza Saga, nice. Card is so good. Actually, so what are we doing here? Can't do much. I think I do get a Welding Char that's good against Oblivion Stone and not much else though. But I already have an Ozolith. And I get another with the Saga popping off. Also good against Blast Zone, I guess. Alright, we're shattering some spires. I want to make a construct. Might be a yes on that one. Could also play Ozolith and like this Ozolith put a counter on that Ozolith, which becomes 2, which then becomes 3. But not having another creature out is kinda bad. I could also play Walker and keep up mana to kill my Zabaz or kill my Walker. Yeah, let's do that. Because when they exile stuff, I wanna be able to kill it instead with the red ability of the Zabaz. Opponent needs to make a move and we have some things covered. What's the worst that can happen? Maybe Ulamog. Exile 2 things. That would only leave us with 2 Thopters. Because we can't kill 2 things. What's up, Eli? How's it going, friend? We're playing against Scary Tron. For now we are ahead, but they got lots of mana and 5 cards in hand. Good, that's good. Me too. Yeah, that's 10 mana, they could Ulamog. I'm not sure if these decks even run that card anymore. But back in the day I got Ulamog and was sad sometimes. Hey, why am I sure? Can kill my Ozolith. I still don't know why this card says Exile. That is so weird. Okay, I can't prevent that. Like, it's an artifact, but it's also a green card. Like, Karen. I could have killed my Walker in response to have flying things to attack it. They play Bridge here, they still have 3 cards in hand though. They have 1 mana left. Hopefully they're not playing a 1-drop. Okay, nice. Well, now we still get to kill the Karen. And we can get rid of the bridge later. Did I bring in the Might? Should have done that, I think. Didn't. But Might can't kill... Well, he can kill bridge after Karen is gone. Can make a construct here. But I don't have to, because 1 Saga sticks around, right? Coding an app 1.3++ with Qt for work. Yo, nice. Is what I do all day, every day. So this is just 1 modular, which means we can put it onto that. They have 3 cards in hand. I mean, if they have Force of Vigor, I'm gonna be really sad, because then I can't attack. Since they lose 2 cards in hand. Wait, there was 2? Oh, because Sabas static. We still would have 3. Ah, they have Force of Vigor, that's so bad. Now we're kinda locked. Oh, Noxious Revival. Wow. That's sick. Well, I guess I shouldn't have modulated onto the Walker then. So we just need to find our Force of Vigor now. I'm still gonna make a construct. Because this can pitch to the Force. There's 3 in the deck. I hate playing against KTGC, aka Karen the Great Creator. So annoying every time, and when you're exiling my artifacts don't do much. I guess the Ozolith does something. Karen the Great Pain. Yeah, for me who mostly plays artifact decks. Blah. That static ability is so dumb. Noxious Revival to go down a card in hand is kinda sick. I'm not gonna lie. They got nothing, but they get all the time in the world until we find our They want to play the Patchwork. No, they want to play the Ancient Stirrings. Make another thing. As soon as we kill the bridge, we can do some more stuff. So we need to top kick. Opponent's got nothing. Well, they have a Karn. Name a better duo, I'll wait. Karn liberated. Blah! Sadly, I didn't even have my Mirrodin's core. The second response makes some 1/1s. The Filigree Silex. Put an oil counter on it. Sacrifice it, destroy each non-permanent with mana value equal to the number of oil counters. So it's just a Ratchet Bomb. Remove 10 oil counters, it is 10 damage to any target. So it is just a Ratchet Bomb. With an ability that most likely never comes up. Except if you somehow proliferate it. It's pretty good though, you can kill my constructs. Opponent, what are you doing? Not giving up yet. Even though you kinda have most of my board covered. Like, what is going on? Why are you waiting? MTGO is pain sometimes. That is a Zabaz. I bet I'll put 3 forces to the bottom here. One of them, okay. Probability-wise, putting 1 force of vigor out of 5 cards to the bottom makes it less likely that we draw one of the remaining 2. But that doesn't mean I should not have played Stirrings, because all of that is completely random. Should I play this Sabaz? Doesn't really matter much. Guess I do. I could keep it as a 1/1 and modular onto something else. But not really the best idea because the constructs are gonna die to the weird Silex card. Except if they tick up and wanna kill my 1-drops instead. I think they should kill the constructs. I don't know. Sweet taste of having fun with the opponent having 0 cards in hand and waiting for 5 minutes in their second main phase. Okay, yeah, they kill the constructs. I still have a 10/10, but they can take that away with Liberated, and I think at that point I guess I shouldn't have played the Stirrings, because that's kind of my pitch card. Now I want land, Force of Vigor. They actually give up on Liberated to kill off my my Zabaz. The Spirit Dragon. Okay, I don't know why you did that. I guess they just wanted to uptick. The Spirit Dragon is hilariously bad against our deck. It's so often a you win the game. I'm still playing, but yo, I can move. This is hilarious. I can move from the one creature to the other. I can actually attack now. No, they don't. They have 0 cards in hand. No, I'll keep playing. I'm not dead, you know. But they could always count for Ballista. Last turn on 1. You gain 7 life, draw 7 cards, and put 7 permanent cards from your hand onto the battlefield. Yeah, pretty sure we're done, but... You know, you don't have to target anything with this, so making my thing a creature not really a point to that. Alright, they can ultimate the Oogie now, and that's good enough for me. Yo! Yo, Raiders! Welcome! What's up? Yeah, most likely, when we lose to Karen the Great Creator in Snaring Bridge. Yo, Electric Bob, thank you so much for the raid. We're doing some scaling here. What was your stream about? Thank you so much for coming in. Any changes besides taking out the K1s when we're on the play? This member doesn't do much. Haywire Might can kill some stuff, but only if no Karen is out. Maybe the Welding Jar doesn't do anything. Well, it helps against Blast Zone and Boseiju. What about Tamiyo's safekeeping? I think we know. Let's just play like this. So, welcome Raiders. My name's Chris Swan, but I'm also known as Two-Headed Giant, which is my MTGO username. This looks like a keep. Can this in any way set up a turn 3 kill, Hardened Scales, Inkmoth Nexus, Ravager? Yeah, it could be. If they just do the expedition map thing, we might, and we draw land, we might kill them on turn 3 with this. And we could go Zabaz, Stirring's Foil land, and play Ozolith and Ravager, but then we don't animate Nexus. This is mine. Chromatic Star, okay. Any Yankers in the chat? Okay, we did find the land, that's sick. So, what if we go Ravager now, and then next turn play the Zabaz? Not quite enough, is it? Ravager has 2 counters. Zabaz makes it so Ravager can have 7 counters, and then we animate Nexus and move 8 onto the Nexus. That's quite sad, actually. And if we play Ozolith and Zabaz, can't quite do it. We'd need Utsu Saga to fetch out something for free to get the kill. Like play it on turn 1. Zabaz and Ozolith is how much? Zabaz moves 3 counters on Nexus and then Ozolith moves another 3. Yeah, I can't quite kill on turn 3. So let's play the Ravager because that uses the mana the best. Zabaz plus Ozolith. Any draws that let us do the thing next turn? Maybe Springleaf Drum. Let's play the Ravager. If we draw exactly Springleaf Drum, we can kill them, I think. Which is great against the scary turn 3 plus deck. Hopefully they don't go into removal mode here. It'd be quite annoying. Just an Ancient Stirrings. Is that gonna give them the tower? Yes. It's the 1 mana Demonic Tutor in your deck and in my deck. Welding Jar actually is also a kill. We just need a little extra fuel. I mean, they could always have Force of Vigor and we're gonna be sad. But actually, Does Tron run enough green cards to run Force of Vigor? Probably not, right? For stirrings, for scryings. Opponent, you have to... Why are we doing this again? Your turn, maybe they're double queuing, like they make a move and then they don't pass the turn. It's happened so many times. Okay, come on, give me a 0 mana card or a Springleaf Drum. A Shattered Spire. Okay, so let's count again. I play as a Bard, it has 2 counters, I sacrifice it to Ravager. It gets an effective 5 counters, so it has 7, and then we can move 8 onto Nexus. Which threatens a kill the turn after, but they're gonna have 7 mana, so they could do the thing again with Karn plus Bridge. They're not gonna be empty-handed then, though. I'm just gonna play some stuff, I think. And hope they don't do something too insane to me. Could get my core, which can be good against the Great Creator. Let's do that. Because I think in 2 turns, when the Saga goes off, we should already have enough stuff to win the game. The turn 3 kills usually happen when you have Ravager plus what's the Saga. And then a win condition like Nexus or Walking Ballista. Alright. Nice and easy 7 mana on turn 3. What you got? Chromatic Sphere's ability does not go on the stack. World Breaker. Okay, that's pretty good. Exile an artifact, enchantment, or land. Well, I'm glad I didn't go for the 9 infect. But this is a huge pain in my ass because it slows me down so much. Okay, maybe we can just do a Walker army. This card has Sneaky Reach. It's the third thing on the card after all the other stuff. Like, abilities that don't count on the battlefield are usually listed first, like a Cast Trigger or Devoid. Do I attack? I mean, I could sacrifice the thing that they're blocking and get in for 5, or I could also sacrifice Sabas pre-combat and attack for 8. I think I'm gonna pass. I might try to do some stuff with Walker. Not sure. Let's see what they do. Great Creator is once again the biggest pain in my ass. Oblivion Stone. That's annoying. They smartly got rid of my land. I'm still gonna get a lot of Thopters if they crack it. That is a card. I have a legend out, so I might as well play the Ozolith. Well, it dies to the O-Stone. Well, in hindsight, Urza Saga would have been better than Core, but you never know how these games play out. I wasn't really expecting the World Breaker. Can I make them crack the stone in some way? I guess the best outcome would be that they try to put a fate counter on something and I Bozai it in response. Not sure if we can bait them to do that. What's up, Pentameter? Trying to think if I should make a move or not. You don't wanna just give them too much time, you know. I could sacrifice the Zabaz and basically put 3 counters on both creatures. Could also play the Shattered Spire first and make that 4. They're still not gonna have enough counters to kill the 5/7, which is annoying. Actually, when I play this, the Ozolith thing makes 1 more. Could also just put everything on Ravager. To think that when I sack Zabaz though, I don't have a legend anymore. So I'll just not play the Shattered Spire because I wanna play it after Oblivion Stone anyway. Let's do this. And just attack with Ravager. Let's see if they wanna do a crack somewhere in between this. And this is it's gonna be a 10-10 already. You can get the World Breaker back. Sacrifice a land, return it from your graveyard to your hand. So that's quite annoying because they can then they'd have to sack a land though, and then they can't really recast it except if they have another of these or a forest. And I'm still attacking. I think it's a good idea. If I had taken the What's the Saga turn with the Stirrings, I could have fetched a I could have fetched a Welding Jar, which would have been beneficial for me. Okay, they didn't do the Fate counter thing, so they're just trying to somehow probably destroy my Walker and then O-Stone, which would destroy everything, and then I'm dead. I mean, not literally, but basically. Another tower. To recast Worldbreaker, they still need a way to make green mana, so that's a thing at least. They could also do the current bridge thing again. But if they pass with like, if they let me make a bunch of Thopters, they still don't die because, well, it depends if they have O-Stone mana up or not. They do have 12 mana here, so the current plus bridge is 7, and then they can still have 5 to crack the O-Stone. Insane. Tron is one of the decks that exist. Ballister. Okay, that doesn't do a lot, I think. They saved 6 mana, so I guess for the O-Stone crack. I guess what Ballista does is, if I tap my Walker, they can shoot him for 2. And then I need to either sacrifice my Ravager to save it. And then at that point they do need to O-Stone me though. I think that's probably my best bet. But I still can't kill them next turn because they can O-Stone me on my turn and can't attack yet. Proceed to the mine. That is... No, wait, you mean the tower, right? I was saying the crack stone last turn, I was saturing the mine, not worth. Yeah, I wasn't considering the part where this can kill a land. Could have done that for sure. I can Bosechu the O-Stone though. And then they have to crack it, and then I can just make an insane amount of Thopters. 19. I can get... Usually it would be gone, but this could be a 4-4. Then we could move 13 counters. I think we do that. Yeah, that was... okay, so I could also kill the mine now. It's basically the same thing, right? They can't O-Stone, then either they do it in response or they don't do it ever. That might be better, yeah. They can only get... the downside with that is they get the forest for the green mana, but the Tron's broken up, so... We might just piece together, I kill next turn through that. Yeah, let's try that out. Could be the way to win. So they crack stone now, and I just make a Thopter army to hopefully win. They can kill 3 of them, though. No, because Ballista dies when Walker dies through the stone. This is a tricky game, but we can make this a 4-4 plus sack Ozolith into that. It's 12, so we move 13 over. Okay, so this resolves. I can the one I can let resolve. When they ping again, I have to do the Ravager thing already. Well, I guess I can first tap it, but they shoot again, and then I have to do the Ravager thing. Just put counters on it. If we draw land, we can even put a bit more counters with Ozolith next turn on a Thopter. Because I don't think we get to 19. We get to like... that's 12. 4 plus 13 is 17. If we draw a land, we have enough damage to win. Maybe they can stone me now, so I lose this ability, this activation. Okay, looks like they're not doing that. Okay, now they can stone me before the Ravager counters happen now. So I only get 2 Thopters. Well, that sucks. But I still have to do it, because otherwise I get nothing. Yeah. Should have done this in response to the Ballista, I guess. Maybe I should have done the Ravager, and then I don't think the order matters. Wait, what? Did I sacrifice the wrong card? Okay, that kinda sucks. I think I clicked the wrong card. I wanted to sack the Ravager. Now I get nothing. Yeah, that was a misclick. That happens. I mean, at least they're gonna be out of Tron, but I could have gotten some Thopters out of this deal. So we might not win the game from only having an Ozolith in hand. We should have done all of this before. I'll play out my things here. Give them a life for nothing. Should have done this when like the Ballista hit the stack, because then they can't kill my, or at least uptick the Walker when the Ballista is on the stack. You know, it's not a mistake if you learn from it. Sylvan's crying. I think it's time to concede, probably. They have 5 cards in hand, 4 now. What is that? Cityscape leveler, cool. Well, I get a Power Stone and I get a you concede the game. Rigger. I see what I draw, but I don't think we can draw out of this. Khan the Great Creator has entered the revealed card zone. Alrighty, GG's. Could have played this better, but mistakes happen. On to the next match. Here we go. We have another match, another one die roll. Wow. 3 for 3. I'm getting so good at die rolls. Play against Chimichurri. Kinda sick draw. I had Laviland instead of Sabas, but we play against Gigantha. That could mean Tron without the whole Karen thing, because then this doesn't allow you to play Walking Ballista, which usually goes with the Karen package. Could also mean like Domain aggro, it can mean Chant without Liliana and what else? Seasoned Pyromancer, like Land Chant. Wait, is it Reanimator? They're discarding. Or is it a misclick? No, they conceded! Okay, you can... right, you can have Ballista in the sideboard, because companions only count your main deck. I had no idea what we're playing against. Well, some idea, as I just mentioned. We bring in the Gemstone Caverns because we are on the draw, and then see what happens, I think. With all the Gigantha decks, is Welding Jar bad against all of them? It's not bad against Chant variants, it's bad against Domain aggro because they usually have Leyline Binding as their removal. And against Tron it's like meh. But since I don't know what it is, I'll just go submit. I could play the Safekeepings instead, since they're not gonna sideboard some sort of removals, but let's just see. Eee. The other draw was so much better. I can't keep the one lander with Urza's Saga. I can keep a one lander with the Screen Source and Ancient Stirrings. This is not exciting, but on 6 I'll keep a playable hand. See if we can beat them. Alright, what are you playing? They must have just misclicked. Third Tron matchup. If I could pick my matchups, I would not choose Tron. But there are worse matchups out there. Since I only have 2 lands, I'm still gonna go turn 1 with the Saga, because that lets me accelerate by getting a free card on turn 3. And against Tron, you just wanna... And again, this hand sucks. We don't have a fast kill with this hand. Do you have Sylvan's Crying? Looks like probably yes. Maybe just Ancient Stirrings. I definitely have to remember that Boseiju can kill non-basic lands. It's sort of a natural ice in my head. Because I could have saved that earlier game, just cut off their manas. Can I have it here? No, it's another one of the green utility lands. And we don't have much, sadly. And they're gonna have Tron next turn. So this game is sorta not looking amazing. But we do have a game 3 on the play. The other player had such a better looking Tron. I hate these newer artworks. The 8th edition artworks are actually fine. Okay, what's the play gonna be? If you play bridge, we can at least kill the Karn, except if you also have Force of Vigor or something. I hate this card. Can I not play against 3 Karn the Great Creator decks? This league is cursed. And we still could have won every match until now. Didn't play optimally. I don't think they find something that saves them the Karn, but they're desperately googling for it. Oblivion Stone has entered the revealed card zone. Okay, well, we have a Char and we most likely get to kill this. I could get another Char. Like, I don't have many threats out. Could also get an Ozolith, but then my creatures just die. Yo, thank you for the failure. Getting second Char is really bad if they somehow can make it so Karn survives here. But I think we go for it. Pretty sure we can kill him. Kinda wanna play Forest so I can Pendelhaven the Sabas this turn. Okay. That's a Ballister. I'll be taking that. I only have 2 lands, but it's fine for now. And then for this colorless mana, I might not do anything. Could play another Zabaz to put some counters on my creatures. Is that worth it? I think maybe yes. I might then attack player 2. Because they're both 3/3s now. Coulda Pendelhaven. No, I'll just play the second Stirrings because I can't do it anymore. I guess I gotta get a land. I do only have 2 of them. Let's attack Karn with the bot card. There's no way they can kill that, right? Okay. Expedition map. I could get a blast zone. Threaten to kill my board one time and then another time. Then I could just double regenerate Patchwork. What's this tower? Okay. Shoutouts to Electric Bob 31 for the raid earlier. That is super nice. Getting a little boost here. And to all the raiders who stuck around, of course. Welcome, welcome. Can I play against a non-Tron matchup for once, though? Yeah, thanks for the follow. Yeah, as Pentameter, I think earlier said, Gigantha means they can't have Ballista in main deck, but they can have it in the sideboard. Because it just says your starting deck doesn't have the same mana symbol twice. Opponent with the 1 mana floating, 5 cards in hand, tank. 7 mana, what you got? They could have Karn, the liberated one, and Golos. Oh, it's Golos Tron. I think that's the coolest Tron deck, because Golos is just a cool card. Might be losing to it, but it's pretty cool. Sadly, we don't have much stuff outs to threaten a kill in any way next turn. Sanctum of Ugin. When you cast a colorless spell with mana value 7 or greater, you may sacrifice it and search a colorless creature card into your hand from your library. It's pretty cool. It's like the nerfed or the fixed version of Eye of Ugin, which is banned in Modern. Eye of Ugin is just so much better than that. Alright, they cracked the sphere but didn't do anything with the mana. They don't have that land where you get to activate Golos, but maybe they have it in hand or another way to get it. I can play a Ballista. And threaten to... I could attack with both. Yeah, if they block Sabaz, I can move the counters onto Ballista and kill Golos. If they block Patchwork, they still take 3. I don't want to play the Grove, so I have Sabaz activation up. Not having any of the engine pieces always makes stack so medium. But I think I mulliganed this game and then didn't want to go to 5. Just played a hand with lands and spells. Yeah, I mulliganed to 6 and then kept to 7. Alright, now I could kill the boss before damage. No, I'll just move the counters to Ballista and kill Golos post-combat. Could also regenerate, but that doesn't do much for me. I want to keep these for the O-Stone activation. I kinda really don't want them to play, what's it called, Cascading Cataracts and get so much Golos value. We have them at 12, so virtual 10. That's not dead, but it's something. And remember, we are still up a game. So let's see what they've got for us. There's a lot of mana. That is 11 mana. Why is it that whenever the Tron deck draws multiple Tron pieces, it's always 2 towers? And it's not even... it's not even a one-sided... it is a one-sided ability, so... I can not use my welding char, but they can still use the O-Stone. It does mean they... I guess I can... whatever. If they crack stone, at least Karen is also dead, but then we have nothing. My card is so annoying. Okay, well, they played the Karen just so I'm not gonna regenerate my stuff. And they didn't even activate him. Okay. I mean, we are now still very far behind, but they could have played this better. At least get a card into their hand from the sideboard. We probably still lose this game. We have nothing. That's not where you want to be. They have 4 cards in hand. Okay. I guess we play a walkout with 2 counters, because I got nothing else to do. That just loses so much. Like, can't liberate it exile. Yo, it's Christmas. Well, if you're watching this on YouTube, it isn't, because the music doesn't play in my VODs. But if you're on Twitch, you know what's happening. Wow. I mean, it's a 7/10, and they get to tutor a colorless creature card. But it only kills 1 land. This deck is pretty Sundering Titan proof generally. But in our position, it's good enough, I'd say. I mean, I could concede this game, but there's a slight chance we... Okay, Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger in hand. There's a slight chance we do some Ravager shenanigans and deal 12, you know. But we would have to have at least the Hardened Scales out. What if we go Ravager into Scales, but they just go Ulamog next turn and exile my stuff, so I'd need Bosaichu, Shattered Spire. That doesn't do anything. I think I'm gonna concede this game. With the Ulamog coming. Yeah, it even exiles stuff, so I don't even get Thopters. Alright. So we do the sideboarding plan again. Bring that in against, instead of the Kevans. Still not sure if I should play the Might. But with us on the play, it's better, because we can kill an expedition map when they go turn 1. We could actually play a land instead of a Stirrings, because we really want to be fast. Yeah, let's do that. It's just a colorless land, but that's fine. Alright, give me a Nurza Saga, Arcbound Ravager draw with Ballista. Those can usually do a turn 3 kill. Like, you go Saga Ozolith, Ballista, then Ravager, tutor as a boss. I'm pretty sure that gets you there. We could even do the Nexus kill. So through no interaction, like Dismember stuff, we just have the turn 3 with this hand. Like, you would play Ravager, you have as a boss, you sacrifice as a boss, then Ravager has 3 counters, Ozolith has 1. So you sacrifice the Ravager, you put 3 counters on something, and then 3 on the Ozolith, which is 4. You only get to 8 then. So that is usually a kill against decks that deal like 2 damage to themselves with their mana base. We'd need at least something. But maybe we draw something. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, maybe we can do a Pendelhaven on Inkmoth plus 8 counters thing. That would be quite funny. Chromatic Star. Another Ballista, we just play one of them. Right, let's think about this. If we play the Ravager and then get as a boss with the Saga, we do the steps I mentioned and Pendelhaven the Nexus, so it's a 2/2 and it gets 8 counters. Yeah, that's actually a kill if they just do Sylvan Scrying on their turn. Pretty sure I did the math correctly. Alright, just do your Sylvan Scrying thing, Tron player. Please. And then don't have Force of Vigor, but I still think they don't play it. There can't be enough green cards in those decks. In my deck it's borderline. I have like 11. Blast Zone. It's not even turn 3 Tron. Alright, let's think about this again. Urza Saga, flow the mana, activate Nexus. Pendelhaven the Nexus into a 2-2. Urza Saga 2 does a buzz. Sacrifice Sabas to Ravager, it has 3 counters and 1 is on Ozolith. We sacrifice the Ravager and move 3 counters on Inkmoth. Plus 4 from Ozolith. That's still only 9 though. So it's actually not enough. So we would like have to top deck something. What if we play second Ravager and get a Springleaf Drum? Does that do more? So if we tutor a Springleaf Drum here and cast our Ravager, doesn't really help too much, right? Huh. So I think we don't have any turn 3 kill. Wouldn't even have it with Ballista. Sabas. Let's think about the thing one more time. 1 counter on Ozolith, 3 on Ravager. Well, we can sacrifice second Nexus instead of doing the Pendelhaven thing, because that adds a counter to Ravager, and then that's 1 more Modular and 1 more Ozolith. I'm pretty sure that's it. Now let's make sure to animate this one that doesn't have Summoning Sickness. Sacrificing Sabas, Ravager has 3 counters, Ozolith has 1. Sacrificing Nexus, Ravager has 4 counters. 4 on Nexus, 4 on Ozolith. Okay. We got it. Now let's make sure not to misclick again. There we go, we figured it out. I love it when the turn 3 kills come together. And I almost didn't get it, but I got it. With the top deck, second Nexus. No Force of Vigor opponent. I would be mad. 2 out of 3 against Tron is actually amazing. I hate the matchup, but when you draw like this, obviously they can't do much. They can have a dismember up, I guess. But that's that. Alright, on to match 4. Already going well. I kinda threw the second match and we won the other 2. Okay, 4-1 die roll in a row. We are on the play against Grobl. With the all 1-lander. That is going to happen as long as I don't put 23rd and or 24th land into my deck. The Urza Saga draw though, quite sick. Opponent says good luck, have fun, you too my friend. No companion. I'm gonna put away the Welding Char, it's I think the card that does the least. And go Stirrings on turn 1, I think. I don't know. I think I'm against an unknown opponent, I might not wanna go turn 1 Saga. Right, Ravager is our best card in general, and Patchwork is our best card in the interactive matchups. So there is an argument to playing Sabas first, because otherwise I know what we're playing against. Secluded Courtyard, is it humans? Okay. I'm happy with my choice then, I think. Against humans, I think we got a good matchup, because they don't really have instant speed interaction usually. At least, how do you say? Historically, they just play dogs. Back in the day when it was 5-color humans, they had their only interaction was the forbid cards like Meddling Mage and What's the black thing? The parrot, the flying parrot, where they take a card from your hand, which wouldn't even take anything. And I think that's what's going on here too. So, 7 years ago, when I played a lot of scales, I would never lose to humans, but I might jinx myself. Because like Thalia is not exciting against us. And we just, when we have a kill, we usually know that we can go for it. So what we could do here is go Ballista, kill our own Zabas to make Ballista 3/3 and then maybe like kill a Thalia. And what we could also do is play a Shattered Spire, then tutor a Springleaf Drum next turn and go for some insane Ravager Ballista shenanigans. I like that idea. It costs 1 more, so actually this is perfect use for a mana too. But let's see what kind of cards they play. If they just play some aggro plan, tap out. I still think they don't play many instant speed things. I haven't played against humans in a long time, but that's how it used to be. Silent Clearing. White mana, human creature spells, white mana. Is it Adeline? The Resplendent Cathar. Dude, we just go Ravager, Ballista with both our engine pieces and destroy them. We might even win, actually. I haven't done the math yet, but it's gonna be a big Ballista. I guess we can win on the spot, probably, but we could. The cool thing about the Ballista plan is you can either wipe their board, and they're sort of done for, or I think Ravager, nice. Or you can just win. Alright. This is gonna be a lot of stuff. We play a Ravager. We can sacrifice these bars to put 4 counters on Ravager, so there's 6, and 2 on Ozolith. We can also sacrifice the drum, then Ravager has 8. Then we put 9 on the Ballista, and then from the Ozolith another like 12 or something crazy. Like, when you get to do the scales thing and you can be almost sure they don't have interaction, it's insane. And this Ozolith makes that Ozolith gain more counters. The Hardened Scales doesn't do that. So we can put 9 here and then another 9 here. That is 11 plus 12 is 23 on the Ballista. And you're just dead. You could even sack that Ozolith first, but I don't think that matters. Since having it makes actually 1 more here and 1 more here. You just go 20 in your face. And I've done the math correctly. It is 23. You can target any creature with Ozolith. I could make one of the opponent's creatures bigger. Alright, and you're dead. Do I have to do it? Or okay, opponent is a nice one. Thank you for conceding there. Might play some dismembers. What is the sort of interaction you can expect from a human deck? I have no idea, so let's just check some deck lists, because that's what you can do when you play Magic Online, right? Humans is kinda falling out of favor. 0.2% on this website. This deck doesn't have anything. There's a Reflector Mage in the sideboard. Is that Steadycaster? Sanctifier Envec. feel like this must be an insane matchup still. Deputy of Detention is annoying. Yo, they play Step Through? What? That's something else, right? It's a wizard deck. Humans, wizards. Ban humans. I don't know. I think we don't go over sideboarding. Put that in for that. Maybe some dismembers to kill if something stands in our way. Probably don't need Welding Chars. If they have removal, it's probably exile based. I mean, we can play Haywire Might to destroy an Ether Vial. That could be quite annoying for them. I think it's a really good matchup. I don't know if I'm gonna get blown out by anything. We have our 2 answers to Collector Oof if they have that. It's kind of an awkward draw, but I'll keep it based on it's a Saga and other good cards. Lenter? What is Lenter? Also, welcome Shadow DQ. Oh, you said exclamation mark enter. I don't have a command like that. Okay, I don't have any creatures, so the drum doesn't do much for me now. Let's just do a Stirring right here. There's a Ballista and a Ravager, my 2 best cards. But with Inkmoth Nexus, the Ravager can again threaten a kill. Cost of Vigor for Vial, I think that's excessive, honestly. You can get him if they keep their 1-lander with Vial. But otherwise, I think it's not necessary. We are already faster than them. Okay, that's a Meddling Mage, so they can meddle my Ravager, which is quite annoying. So, we wanna find Ballista 2 now. Walkie boy. Just play out my Ozolith here. They're not very fast this time. Wrong stream tab. Still glad you're here, Shadow. Deputy of Detention would be annoying. That card is kinda good against us in any situation. Is it a human? They only have human mana. Okay, another Meddling Mage. Secluded Courtyard. I guess they name Ballista now, yeah. Glad I have my dismembers in the deck somewhere. Okay. We can make constructs, but they just be 2/2s now. So I'd rather play a Walker. And Ozolith, I think. Could play the drum, but then I don't have a blocker up. Which isn't the worst, but they do attack me for 4 then. I guess I just play the drum. No, I was thinking about upticking, but you have to tap, so it's still summoning sick. I just play other Ozolith and pass. Now if they sort of get rid of Walker, I at least get Ozolith counters. This is the one situation where you would like a Shadow Spear, because that's good when you can't play your Ravager and Ballista, just start racing with constructs. But since it's not good, most of the time I'm actually not playing it. I'm not playing the drum, because then I have to tap my Walker and I wanna block. I think now they don't wanna attack me, which saves me 4 damage. And I have so much lands that it doesn't really matter to get the drum out, I think. It's kind of cool that there's 3 of these now. K1 type cards. Unclaimed is the worst. Because you can only cast creature spells. Courtyard also allows you to activate abilities. And K1 makes it uncounterable. Like, they don't wanna attack me now. These are pretty valuable for them. Phyrexia's Core could actually come in clutch now. Oh, they do attack. Insane. I will block the mage on Ravager. I was gonna say this could come in because I can still do Ozolith shenanigans even when Ravager is meddled. I don't think it was a great idea of them to attack. I get Thopters and counters and they lose their most valuable interaction. For what? For a 1-1 and 3 damage to my face. Could go for a kill here, like what are they gonna do? Use human mana? Pretty sure that was a bad idea of them. We don't even have to give up a lot to go for a kill here. I think only there's a buzz. Yeah, they could have Dismember, that's true. They should play it now. Actually, playing it now doesn't really do that much. I'm pretty sure they're dead either way. I have Dismember covered because I have 2 modular things. So I put counters on it, and if they Dismember, I put more counters on it so it doesn't die. I guess they might not be dead then. But now I could have played the drum. Could still play it. Yeah, let's play the drum. And then tap a Zabas for the mana. Almost Mox Opal. Okay. The Ozolith puts 4 counters. I'm just gonna sacrifice the Zabas now. Modular here. That's 3 counters. Plus then the Ozolith makes it so it's lethal. And if they have Dismember, I do some Ravager stuff so it still doesn't die. And they probably still die. So we do win through Dismember here. I can sacrifice 2 things. 1 is probably even enough. Okay. Ozolith trigger target Inkmoth Nexus. Any responses? Still think this attack was really bad. Alright. I have an 11/11 flying, in fact. Any responses? If they Dismember, I just make it bigger again. Anyway, they have free interaction. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is still an insane matchup, but if they restrict my Ravager, what I do is I make a big construct, which is still very good on this board. And I can do Phyrexia's Core shenanigans, or just grow the Walker into the biggest pain in the opponent's ass. Alright, that's nice. We found a good matchup for once, and on to match 5. Anyway, welcome back. Match 5 on the draw versus Hakuna Matata. 4-lander with the Ravager and Ozolith and the Zabas. Gonna keep that. A little bit heavy on the lands. But we do only play 22, and Urza Saga is still a good draw, so... Alright, anyway, internet friends, we are going to enjoy a cold brewski now. Because it is Saturday night over here. Opponent has a companion. It's Keruga. Oh god, Solitude deck. Usually means 5 color elementals. With lots of leyline bindings and shit. This is a really bad matchup usually, but we're gonna see what we can do. Because they have like so many ways to kill our things, or to exile our things. They can't play Prismatic Ending, so they're kind of slow. But they could already fetch a Triome and... Okay, not now. Anyway, Brewski time. Melee, not tonight, MTG bot. So they can do Leyline Binding already. Dark Brewski. Cheers, everybody. Okay, what's the Saga? He's one of our best cards. Against Control decks. I'm gonna play that. Play out, I guess, and I just play a Ravager TBH. That is sort of better against Exile removal. Since I plan to make constructs, I don't need the Otolith out yet. It's a sort of a questionable play because you want these effects down early, but there are some arguments for it, so I'll try it. Nice. What you got? Kills my Zabaz in response. Okay. That's fine. Because Ravage is still the better card, but they might kill him too on their turn. Sort of grinding through these leyline bindings is probably fine though. They could go Teferi, bounce with the Saga or something, which is what these decks usually do. They play just a bunch of turtly cards to slow me down. I'm pretty sure it's Teferi. There we go. Bounce Saga or bounce Ravager. Bounce Ravager so Teferi lives. We're just gonna go on the construct plan. They can't have... Interesting. Still gonna do it, I think. They can't have... Press down, which is always annoying against the construct plan. They're getting close to the whole Omnath territory, but... I mean, we could go Scales Ravager, or even Scales Ozolith. Threaten to go ham on them. I don't know. I'll make a construct, but I'm open to suggestions if that's a good or a bad idea. Really tough to navigate these matchups. Flash. Temple Garden tapped. Passes. Move to end step. Make a 1-1. But it's not gonna stay a 1-1. Alright, we're gonna make another or just cast a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna make another because it's sort of a grind fest. Still not 100% sure about it. Even who to attack here, I'm not sure about. Looks like the Teferi's down. They had nothing for their turn 4. Now they can go Omnath, fetch land, hardcast Solitude or something. Maybe even play Elesh Norn. Which doesn't nerf us, but boosts their shit insanely. Another Teferi, okay. I guess that's fine. It can kill a construct, draw a card. But it's just gonna die, probably. Against these decks you can never really go for a kill because they always have Solitudes. They just have it. I'm gonna play the stuff post pre-combat. So I have some more play against removal. Drawing second Ozolith is not the best, but that card has cycling, so if the game becomes a grind fest, we still I think we go attack Teferi, attack player. The Teferi isn't that scary. Wow. No plays, interesting. I like that. Are they flooding out or something? Keruga is so good in these decks as a companion with the leyline bindings. The Deferis, the Omnaths, the Solitudes, it sometimes draws 3-4 cards. Inkmoth Nexus is nice. I'll play Scales. Do we expect any board wipes or do we just play our stuff out? Am I Ozolith onto this? Actually, I should Ozolith onto Ozolith. That basically gets you one more counter. Shoutouts to... or even more. Shoutouts to somebody on YouTube who always suggests that and I always forget about it. Because if you Ozolith on the Ozolith, it adds 2 counters and then that becomes... you basically get one more out of the deal. I think I play out all my stuff. Is there any way this goes really badly? Now we at least threaten lethal. They can cast a Solitude, of course. Here it is. But at least no Elesh Norn out for the double. I mean, we can still go for lethal, but that loses to second Solitude pitched. There's a lot of replacement effects, oh my god. If only we could give this flying now. Now do we sacrifice? That loses to another Solitude, but we still save our counters, so I think yes. Ozolith wise and threaten Inkmoth kill. And then lose 2 cards. A lot of stuff happening here. If they have second Solitude, they get to live. For now. But we have 2 cards on the battlefield that can kill them with Inkmoth. Nice. We found a way, but their draw felt really bad to me. No, Omnath into fetch land, into... if they had on turn 4 Omnath, fetch land, Elesh Norn, and then Solitude double exile something, game might look different. Anyway, safekeeping. Welding Jar is not good in the matchup. We play K1s instead of either the core or one of the... maybe just a forest. Core can work when you don't have a Ravager. Maybe we don't need it. It's good against the exile stuff though, but when do you have the mana up? Yeah, let's not play the core. Like, we do want to have our green sources for... well, our green cards. We even bring in more green cards. Actually, one more card to bring in now. Haywire Might can kill a Leyline Binding. If you kill it in response to its trigger, nothing happens, but otherwise usually you don't get your stuff back. Because it does take away all the counters, so the 0 drops, they never come back. Dismember can kill some stuff, like an Omnath. Force of Vigor could also help against Leyline Binding, probably better even than Haywire Might. Like if you go for a kill, the Leyline Binding you. Actually, you can't Force of Vigor on your own turn by pitching. What else? Over, they don't have anything like that. Relic, Trailer. Is Force of Vigor worth it? What else does Elementals run? Why is it under aggro? That's not an aggro deck. Nothing Nissa. Maybe Risen Reef, maybe a Dismember could be good. Like kill the engine parts in Risen Reef and in Umnauth and shit. Just as my 60th card here. Chalice on 0 seems okay. Is not a Cascade deck. What are the 0 drops? Chalice doesn't counter stuff based on mana paid, so it doesn't counter pitch cards. Am I missing something? Anyway, one lander with Ancient Stirrings. I'm gonna keep this. We either draw lands or hopefully find them with Stirrings. At least we got a lot of action then. Oh man, this is so good. Look at the color. So dark. Ooh, they're mulliganing to 5 now. I really hope this one lander works out. But we would have to not find another land in the top 7. Because we draw 2 cards plus Ancient Stirrings is 5. The Ozolith, probably the worst draw in the whole deck right now. Because we already have one and that is not replacing itself in any way. It's possible they leyline binding it, so that's that. Opponents on the Mile to 5. I wish I had some What's a Saga to grind this game out. Now if we draw What's a Saga, it'd be really sick. We have safekeeping, so we have the option to somehow go for a kill. Another Stirrings is actually not the worst. I'll save that for next turn, I think. Play this. Bait them to kill it. Oh, now they might kill the creature though. Let's see how they choose. Pretty sure they have, maybe they go leyline binding in response. Yeah, that's 5 domain. Oh, didn't need to untap it, right? Yeah, that's a good outcome. Oh, you did need to untap it because that's the white source. But you don't need 2 mana. Three mana. Touch the Spirit Realm. 3 mana. That is actual Oblivion Stone, right? Like, in this case. The channeling is actually sick against my deck. That basically kills any of my 0 drops or X drops. Okay, land's amazing. They have only 2 cards left. I'll run out Walker plus Ozolith. Because somehow, sorta, if they keep... I mean, I could keep up safekeeping, but I kinda wanna save that. And if they keep, like, doing the 1-for-1 trades, I think I'm fine with that. Since they mulligan so much. I mean, I don't have a lot of action. This is one of the coolest parts of playing this deck is... I'm never 100% on my decisions, or not. There's so many of them where I'm not. Oh, they put Keruga in hand. Well, that's a way to unmulligan, but sadly we don't really have a way to just kill. See what Stirrings gives us. There is a Ballister. Can also get a Boseiju, but... or another land. I think Ballister's the best. They have Keruga in hand, so they can draw at least... Does it count itself 3 or 4 cards, or 2 or 3 cards with it? I'll play the Ballista, because then we sorta have some shenanigans with Ravager up. But yeah, that Keruga might totally unmulligan them. It's so good in this deck with the leyline bindings. Fury. Okay, can't be countered. That's fine. I get a Thopter and 2 Ozolith counters. So I don't really want to ping. Can we go for lethal with safekeeping up? Actually, they can't even Solitude. They have a green-blue card in hand. But at 13, I think we can't really do too much. Like Ravager only adds us 2 counters. And Keruga each other. So Keruga draws them 3 cards next turn. But they do go to 10. We have a safekeeping. I'm gonna try to kill them next turn through one piece of interaction, but drawing 3 cards means they could have Solitude plus Binding. It's kind of funny, they banned Yorion, but Keruga is arguably as good or better for these decks. Just drew 3 cards. So they have 5 cards. If they have a land and a Leyline Binding and a Solitude, we're in trouble. Okay, it's a tap land. You could have 2 Solitudes, 2 white cards, but, you know. Maybe I should have played the Walker. Can always go Walker on 0 to get 1 more counter. Okay, that's a land. Alright, Ravager. Patchwork. Then I can go Walker on 0, then this is 2 counters. Ravager has 1, can sacrifice this to Ravager. And Ravager has 2 and Ozolith has 2. Then I can sack the Ravager to put 2 here. It's 5/5. And 2 here. So I can do 9. Is that right? 2 counters. Ravager. Oh, that kind of sucks. You really don't want to let them untap. Let's count again. We have 3 here. Patchwork gives us 2 Ozolith counters if we play those 2 cards. I could obviously play the Walker for 1, but then I don't have safekeeping up. So Ravager, Walker for 0, 2 counters here. Sacrifice that. 2 counters here, 2 on Ravager. Sack Ravager. 2 counters here for 5, 2 more here is 4. So we attack for 9. Which is not enough with them at 10. Can't sacrifice any more artifacts, sadly. I can just go Hail Mary, which loses to Solitude. We don't know any of their 4 cards in hand, they just drew 1 draw step and 4 and 3 for Keruga. They did play the Triome, but the 4 cards are all unknown. Hail Mary, or attack them for a bunch and pass. Because if they untap, they could play some more card draw and get more interaction going. You can still always, you can attack them down to 7, play a Walker, keep up safekeeping. The 15 cards deep, so counting that, the chances they have Solitude is like good, but not 100%. What a tough spot. Alright, I'm just gonna say they probably have a Solitude. not go for it. Could be pretty bad idea, but it's what I do. Omnath gains them a bunch of life, I guess. But they're not out of the water then. Omnath, that draw a card. At least that's... I mean, with fetch land, this card doesn't even cost any mana. So... they're going back to 10 life. Force of Vigor. Okay. It's quite good. They're still at 10. That's my safekeeping. This is why letting them untap is so bad. They just have so many things then. But we'll see. Now we can't kill them next turn because we don't have a flyer out. Ah, attack you say. What if we do get a flyer out? I think we gotta do that, but now we can't really beat any more into action. Possibly we should have just tried to kill them. Like now they can Leyline Binding, which sucks. We definitely have a kill here. Right, they're at 10. They need Leyline Binding, I guess. Do we go for it, or do we still chill? Oh, blocks go to 1. Still don't want to make a move, I think. Maybe they have nothing, but you never know. With them at 1, we could, well, they play land and at 5 again, but... Four cards. Risen Reef. That's more cards. Top card is not a land. Looks like they're not gaining any life. Oh, they are, okay. They just wanted to see... I don't know why you would slow roll your land drop like that, but whatever. No attacks. Do you not have any things? Show me Ballista. We're quite sick. Okay. They know I got it, so I'm gonna play it. Did I say this is 1 mana demonic tutor? It sure looks like it. Okay, they have 3 cards. We can sacrifice the Ravager and make them have an immediate answer for the Ballista. Because then that's 3 counters. +2 on Ozolith. If they do kill Ballista, we get 2 more on Ozolith, and then the Thopter becomes a lethal threat. So they need at least 2 answers when we play it like that. So I like that idea. Could also attack first. But then we're not getting Ozolith trigger. Alright, you need an answer before this trigger resolves. The one in the middle. It's Hardcast Solitude. So now they need another freecast Solitude or they still die. I could have killed the Risen Reef in response. So that might have been a good idea, give them less, fewer outs. Okay, we lose the modular, but we don't lose this. So I'll let this happen. Now the Thopter is lethal. Because we have 4. So they need another Solitude, which would mean we are 25. So might as well attack with Patchwork. Opponent has 6, 15, 19 power. You need another Solitude or you're dead. There's no sneaky retread. Oh, now they gain life. Ah, that was dumb though. Shouldn't have attacked with the Patchwork, my god. Can I make it so it doesn't take damage? I think I can. They should have single blocked Solitude. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Just put more damage on the Fury. Whew. Gotta go 0 there. Still kill that, I guess. Because we can. Wait, does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. It matters if this deals damage, not if we... Okay, there's still a 2. Yeah, that was dumb. Should have just attacked with Thopter. Yeah, somebody in chat saw it. I wasn't looking, so that happened. One is at 2. Well, did they just draw that, or did they just not have any white cards? Now we need Ballista. At least they have a lot less power now, but definitely could have won this game already. It's still game 2, interestingly enough, while I'm really down on time. If we lose this, we need to play fast, but on the play you sort of want to be fast anyway. I had 3 Ballistas in the deck and 4 Stirrings, I guess. Dismember. Which member? Yeah, that's true. They really wanted to get rid of Patchwork, I guess. I think I just kill the Omnath. I mean, they're gaining a lot of life with the Solitudes. 17. Alright, let's kill that, I guess. We go to 13. Ah, that lifelink. Yeah, there was no way. I should have attacked with Patchwork, because we knew the Solitude was out. What's this? Hellish Nun. The card is kind of sick. What I find cool about it is Panharmonicon used to be like a meme of a card. It's really cool, but it's just not good enough. But put it on a 4/7 and also nerf your opponent's ETB and you have a card that's actually playable. Yeah, we're dead now. We're at 6. Second game in this league that I threw away, but it's never a loss if you learn from it, you know? As I said earlier. Do we play 23 lands again? I think in this matchup, no. It blocks, yeah, but they had too much power. Block 1 creature still takes 7. Okay, last game. Let's see if we can take it from being on the play. 5 lands, but a Saga and a Boseiju. It's not amazing, but I'll keep it. With 22 lands in the deck, we hopefully don't flood out. Could happen, of course. Sadly, there's no Ink Moth there, but there is a Saga and a Boseiju, so we can play that as a spell. Say they go Leyline Binding. We can cast that for 1 mana, since we have a legend out. And when you kill it before the trigger resolves, your card doesn't even leave play. Alright, Ancient Stirrings. Go save that for later, I would say. Alistair. If we find a Ravager, we could string together a kill on turn 4. But you never really have a kill when you play against Solitude deck. Blue-red. This is fire. It's pretty good. Fire wasn't really expecting the fire, but we lose both our creatures now, sadly. Right, I gotta play fast. I'm down on clock so much. The game was really hard to play. So, but for now we make constructs. That did turn, how do you say, that did turn out to be good game 1 and it might be good again. They can never play dress down when Keruga's the companion, which is the best against the Saga. And Risen Reef's really good. Hopefully find some way to kill that. Got so sick. It was also a meme before they made all the free elementals. Kinda. It also ramped them right here. Okay, I have 2 3/3s. What do you have, opponent? The 1/1. Oh my god, that's so bad. I'm just kidding. I hope this game doesn't drag on forever and I lose on time. Oh god, Force of Vigor. Exiling Omnath. And his tapped fetch land is quite funny. Also, the background is wrong. Man, I got both my engine cards forced. Teveri bounce is a construct. Force of Vigor is kinda good against this deck. There's a reason to maybe leave Welding Char in, but gone. No, dead. Card is dead. One in the text for 1. I have 1 plan, and 1 plan only. They have 2 cards, but whenever they draw elementals, they get more card draw. Also, Keruga can draw at least 2. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusting. Never Ballista, maybe. This deck is so good at drawing cards, it's actually insane. Why is my time ticking down? I'm F6'd. A Glimmer Wasp and a Dream. I think we're losing this game, but I'll play that. There's a chance the constructs do enough, but they have so much card draw now that, like, even a pitch elemental draws them cards effectively. Okay, Omnath draw 3 cards. Yeah. Well, should have won game 2, but game's hardio. Still writing a positive record, so. But in all honesty, we could have won every match, I think, in this league. They have 7 cards. Insane. I could animate Nexus and kill it to put a counter on Nexus, but I'd rather make an elemental, I think. Construct. I don't know. Manipulation on now. That's interesting. What are you doing? Okay. They figured it out. Ugh. We even flooded out this game. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. What's that rule called again? Yeah, this game's pretty much over. I don't think we have a win condition. We could draw Ravager and still not have enough to kill with Inkmoth. Alright, I'm gonna concede GG's. Could have gotten it, but that's fine. We still get a treasure chest. Let's see what we got. So takeaway don't attack when they have a lifelinker. Yo, we got 35. That's above average. Brayer's Apprentice. So the one game we lost was because we gave them life. We let them block with a lifelinker. And what was the other time? There was some timing shenanigans with the Oblivion Stone that was also tricky. Hopefully we learn from that, and I'll see you in the next league.